Peace and prosperity, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy, the undeniable force, aka Prince Hakeem, the mercurial prince, the prince of Egypt, the fresh prince of Hillingdon, coming live from outside of Hillingdon, just outside of Hillingdon, in Ealing Borough, the neighboring borough in Norfolk, in this little private kind of field. There is some beauty in Norfolk, guys, and I found it, and I'm here, and I'm bringing the beauty to Norfolk. Anyways, what am I trying to say? Why am I here today, looking so flavoursome, looking so fly, looking so fresh, feeling on top of the world? I can't lie. Things are really well. Things are dramatically changing for me. And as a viewer, if you're an old viewer, you've probably been like, you know what? You always saw that energy in me. But guess what? I didn't see it myself, but now I'm coming into it. Woo! So what I'm really here to talk about today is my experience, my first ever experience at Medicine Festival 2024. 2024, year of the dragon, year of the 8, powerful, powerful times. Now, I heard about this year and I was a bit like, man, like what could really go down? And it's my Jesus year as well. I'm 33 next month, shout out all the Virgos. And I was thinking, man, like, yeah, it's the equations are adding up, but like, how is this gonna manifest? But boy, things manifested and became in such a way that I never could have expected in my life. I've literally been transformed like 100, a million fold. Like so much growth has happened just in the last few months. Just in the last few months. I have made videos about my ecstatic dance experience, the biodanza, but really it was all a build up for what happened to me at Medicine Fest. By the way, I was still on the raw vegan diet. I just completed a 40-day fast. If you haven't checked that video out, check that out. So I was still on the raw diet. Really what I consumed the whole time, every day. And you know I'm 6th house Virgo. My moon is in the 6th house as well, hence why I'm into health and nutrition and digestive issues and mind, mood, connection, all this kind of stuff. What I was eating every day, because yeah, it was basically just, I had seaweed, had the seaweed, you know, the sushi rolls. So I had the seaweed, I had avocados, I had loads of avocados, I had some spring onion, I had spinach, I also had olives, and I had loads of pistachio nuts. So yeah, I was cutting up the avocado, putting it in the seaweed, putting a bit of spring onion in for the crunch, putting spinach in there, and folding up, and then taking a bite, having a bit of olive, having a bit of pistachio. That's literally what I done twice a day. And then after that, I would tap into the dessert mode, which is a little bit of dates, little bit of pecan, little bit of pistachio, oh, blueberry. So also dark chocolate as well, guys. It wasn't 100% raw. There are no rules. I was doing what I felt was right. I also was consuming some nice quality dark chocolate. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually how I sustained, maintained my energy throughout the whole of Medicine Fest. We went actually a day early. So we went a day early. We got the early bird ticket. It was nice to kind of get in, settle in the energies and just ground a bit, just feel out the place, connect to the land before, you know, what was to come was to come. And it's funny because my brethren, Jay, he said to me, he's like, yeah, man, the land is really special there. And he also said to me that, man, my journey really started from when my first Medicine Fest. So this is his 4th one, so he's a bit of an OG, shout him out. And then he said those two things and they stuck with me when I arrived at on the early bird access at the campsite. And it was raining and stuff like that as well. You know me, I don't really like the rain. I'm the child of the sun, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the sun. So we pulled up at this camping thing and I was like, oh yeah, the land doesn't look that great. And I was thinking, how can someone on the path as much as him, who's on the same journey as me, shout him out, how can his journey have started here? What's so great? I just didn't get it. But, you know, let's fast forward. Yes, I can confirm the land is beautiful, the land is magical, and boy, my journey started in 2018, but boy, was I reborn. I was anointed, initiated, activated at Medicine Fest on the Aquarian full moon. So I hear what he was saying. For me, my first Medicine Fest, really, I can confirm, is where my journey began. I'm gonna try and break down the first 2 days, what happened to me. So, yeah, I arrived early, me and my brethren, we plotted up the tent, and I bumped into this queen. And it was evening, we just settled in, put the tent down. There was nothing really going on. There's a little fire, someone playing with a guitar, but we weren't allowed access to actually the main site. And by the way, walking through on just the first early bird ticket, early access. Everywhere I went, I was seeing people that I knew, and wow, my heart, like it was all people that I've met this year, all people that have met me at this wonderful stage of my life, as the new evolved me. It was absolutely amazing. I was just turning around, it was like, oh, hug here, hug there, a lot of love. So yeah, that was beautiful. But yeah, I bumped into this queen, and yeah, we decided, me and my brethren Jay, we went to her tent and we done some Hape. If you haven't watched my Hape video, check that out. There's some alarm going on. I think there's a school over there, something like that. But yeah, we done this Hape ceremony, and within it, it was beautiful. Her tent was amazing. She had a little altar. I think there was some frankincense burning and stuff like that. And it was funny because in the Hape, like my brethren Jay applied me the Hape, and when I was meditating, I saw this vision because I knew that a lot of new earthers would be at Medicine Fest. You know, it's like a sober, conscious, forward movement, yeah, kind of place where a lot of new earthers would be. If you don't know what a new earther is, then don't worry. This video probably isn't for you, you know what I'm saying? So I knew that a lot of new earthers were gonna be there. And I had this vision of me being on a stage at Medicine Festival, I think it was Medicine Festival, and really getting the crowd going with, in terms of like talking about, speaking about the mission, like really like uplifting and empowering and inspiring the crowd about the new earth movement and coming together and moving forward as a collection. I had this vision of me on that stage. And you know what the maddest thing is? Let me fast forward 2 days now. On the main stage, I just about caught it at the end, because there was this little thing called Ubuntu Village, which was like dedicated for like the kind of the melanated beings, you know what I'm saying? So I come to the main stage right at the end of this act, and I saw this brother, and he was at the stage, and I see him, he was dancing and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, he's lit, he's lit. And then right at the end, he got on the mic, and boy, he had this mercurial speech where he was just like, it was just like flowing out of him, and like he wasn't trying to be, you know, like he was just him, you know what I'm saying? He was flavoursome, and he was coming out, but he was talking about the message. He was talking about moving forward as a collective and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my days, that's what I saw in the vision. That's what I saw me doing in the vision. Madness. That night, that evening, around the sacred fire, I bumped into my man through my brethren Nuakai, who ironically is a fellow Virgo, and I met this brother. His name is Muti, who is also a Virgo. So there was 3 of us, 3 Virgo kings together. And by the way, Virgos are actually Leos. In the Vedic system, all that Virgo goes back to Leo. So you can see that, you know, the true Leos are actually the Virgos. You can see it in some Virgos sometimes. Definitely me right now. There's a lot of Leo energy coming through me, but also that mercurial aspect, which is what I recognize in this brother Muti. So basically, so yeah, I must have said to him, I was like, bro, it's mad, like the first night I come here, I done the Hape, and then I saw myself on stage talking about the new earth and stuff like that. Then I saw you on stage, and guess what he said to me? He's like, bro, he had the same thing, the same vision 3 years ago, and there he was living it just then. And I was like, whoa, maybe that was some like future timeline I was tapping into. Itinerary was mad, it was mental. Literally, I'm dyslexic, innit? Like I've never been diagnosed as dyslexic. I don't get my B's and D's mixed up, but I basically, if I see a menu, for example, my brain just freezes, and I just can't process information. If I look at a book, I can't process it. So I have got some difficulties in that aspect. So this timetable schedule that was in the festival, oh my days, there was like so many different locations and all the different times throughout the whole day. I just didn't know where the locations were, what was going on. I didn't know anything, so it was really overwhelming. So most of the time I didn't do much. What did I do? I did this men's circle thing at Ubuntu Village, hosted by the brother Muti, who I shouted out in the other video, another Virgo king. Very powerful, always men's circles, men's spaces, really powerful just to connect with other men and all that kind of stuff. Very powerful. What else did I do? I've done this Amenti workshop. If you can find them on Instagram, Amenti workshop. This powerful brother who, by the way, has completely inspired me, because I know my time is coming in the future. I'm not going to give too much away, but he was a valuable part of opening me up. This brother Muti and also this other brother from the Amenti workshop, they both really inspired me to basically move forward as me, as an authentic original being, not shying away from who I am, and really we are here to deliver the message in our own flavoursome way, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to the guys. This Amenti workshop was like 3.5 hours long, and it was all about, it was like just, I was understanding about like the fingers and all this kind of stuff, and the hands, and we was like, you know, moving through water and stuff like that, and then it was like, it got more stiff, and we was like, I don't know if I'm doing it justice, but like moving through honey, and like, and I remember in the workshop, because it was packed, I remember just closing my eyes and just for the first time really just like doing all this kind of like feminine kind of stuff and just like getting sexy with it. And it was like the first time I ever done it. So whoever was behind me was probably like, wait, that guy was going in. And we also in the Amenti workshop done this like, this powerful, like harsh, like mad, like aggressive kind of stuff. It was all about like anger release and stuff like that. So yeah, that was very powerful. That was a serious activation, that experience. I think that was actually on day 3. So going back, look, the first 2 nights I had these mushrooms from my brethren Jay, and you know, mushrooms for me is a real personal experience. Like mad stuff happens to me in the mushrooms, like mad processes happen, like really cosmic stuff happens, even being attacked and stuff like that. It's a madness in it. It's something I really just keep to my own personal being. But however, since I started this journey of movement, I've been incorporating a little microdose here and there, because the mushroom has been helping me to unlock and step into this kind of this groove and this power, and it's helping me unlock certain things. So when it came to Medicine Festival, boom, the first night I took a gram of mushrooms, and oh my days, absolutely incredible. By the sacred fire, I met these 2 powerful sisters who were both bald, absolute beautiful souls, and one of them, I forgot her name, but man, I hope to link up with her in the future. I think she was from Ghana, but she came back from Ghana anyway, and she done some stuff. Her dancing was absolutely incredible, and by the end of the festival, I think I kind of absorbed some of her energy. I think she was there to kind of inspire and ignite something in me, because she was like, she was doing this mad, I've never seen anything like it in my life. So yeah, shout out to that sister. Powerful energy that she had. Really, I wanted to get her on video. I think I'm going to interview her in the future, because, you know, and amongst speaking to other people, the new earthers there, we all seem to be having major breakthroughs this summer and this year. So yeah, shout out all the people that were there. Shout out all the new earthers, and shout out the people who are on the path, because the path ain't all roses and yoga poses. It's been difficult thus far, but guess what? We're making big breakthroughs. We're coming together and we're igniting that flame, and we're going to bring change to the planet by changing ourselves first. And that's what I'm doing, baby. So yeah, the sacred fire, absolutely amazing. A very ceremonial space, and just like being there on the mushrooms and like just seeing everything and feeling the music and looking in the fire. Whoa, powerful. Again, the second night, because of the tolerance with the mushrooms is yeah, I took about 2 grams the second night. Look, I can't really remember about too much other than I was really dancing, and the space was incredible. Everyone was such beautiful people. I went to this thing called Afriquire, this band called Afriquire, shout them out, absolute groove. The energy that they created in the crowd, oh my days, absolutely incredible. I was just there pretty much in the festival, by the way, guys. I was by myself, just doing my own thing. I went with like a little group, shout them out, but we were all kind of on our own little journey, you know what I'm saying? Did I forget to mention that jumping in the lake, there's a lake there, so you know, just get in there. I brought my goggles as the true Virgo 6th house king. I was in there swimming with my bald head. I'm so streamlined. Powerful swimmer, by the way. Cardio is not really my thing, but swimming, cycling, all that good stuff, yeah, that's where you find me. So basically, yeah, the lake, that men's workshop, the African drumming was powerful. It was funny because I've just been telling like my brethren Luke, shout him out, that yeah man, like I'm confident at dancing, this and that. And this was like about 11 AM, and we went over to this drumming circle, and he's like, yeah, come, let's go in the middle. And I was like, nah bro, I was like, it don't work like that, I've got to kind of warm up first. And he's like, come on man. And then he went in there, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I went in there, and then yeah, I got in there and I just started like just grooving and letting go out of my head, getting out of my head, that crazy analytical mind and all the self-doubt. He ended up leaving, and then by the end of it, I was just in the middle of this drum circle, just absolute vibing. So that was powerful. look, let me go back actually to the day one. I'm in my brethren's tent, we're chilling, we're in the bando, and then this guy came around and he's selling this thing called Sass. Yeah, Sassafras, aka Sass. Just this old kind of hippie guy, says he's got no phone. You know, I was a bit skeptical, but he was talking about this thing called Sassafras, which is meant to be a natural MDMA. Something, the component of it is like MDA. So basically, it gives you that euphoric, like heart-opening feel without the shit, without the come down and all that kind of stuff. So I asked my friend, yeah, they knew about it. I was like, you know what, cool, I'll buy one of those, £10. Got this Sassafras. I was not sure, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The mushrooms were serving me well. However, I did understand that on the third night, by this time I had already taken 1 gram of mushroom on the first night, 2 grams on the second night. And by the way, when I'm dancing, I am having mad experiences when I'm closing my eyes. A lot of stuff is coming to me. So don't ever confuse the mushroom as some sort of party drug. It's not a drug, it's a medicine to be used in, you know, for sacred purposes. For me, I built up a big relationship with the mushroom, so the mushroom knows that I got its back. The mushroom has my back, and mushroom has the best intentions for me, and I have the best intentions for the mushroom. Hence why we work well together. Hence why majority of my growth has come through my relationship with mushrooms. Mushrooms, movement, that together, enough growth. So basically, yeah, the third night, I was like, cool, tonight is the night for the Sass. And by the way, look, before I start on my journey with the Sass, something changed. Because when I got to the festival, yeah, it was nice. I saw so many people I knew, like I said, that I've met this year, that have met me on this beautiful journey that I've been on this year. But in particular, like, I saw a few people that, you know what, I really respect on the path. And it was the first time that someone's ever come to me, people come to me and said, you know what, I see you, I see what you're doing. Like, yeah, man, I respect what you're doing. And it's like, I don't do this for approval, but at the same time, I've been working in the shadows and I've been feeling like a fucking freak this whole time, because the kind of people and energies I've been around these past 6 years, yeah, I understand now that I was guided, and that I'm gonna say I was right about a lot of stuff, because as I'm gonna get to, a lot of my premonitions and insights, they were all not just revealed, they were confirmed. So yeah, basically I am in the driver's seat right now, and alhamdulillah, it feels excellent. But basically, yeah, no one really comes to me and compliments me for the work that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And are people too stuck in their ego? Like, when credit's due, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give credit all the time. Like, if someone looks good, male or female, like, I compliment them, or I think that expression was cool, like, I compliment, you know what I'm saying? But maybe people are too caught up in their ego to tell me, yo, bro, I respect what you're doing. That's big, because actually no one told me to do any of this, and I'm just rocking with this through my intuition and through the guidance that I'm receiving, that I'm now accepting, that I have been fully guided on this journey. And I'm so grateful, because this was always destined, people. And listen, if there's hope for me, there's hope for everyone. Did I ever think that I'd be dancing and doing all this mad stuff? Hell no. Listen, you know what people know me for in the ends? People know me as that guy who's always in and out of prison. I swear to God, that was my identity growing up in my teens, my early 20s. People knew me as that guy who was in and out of prison, always messing up. Nowadays, your boy's shaking and grooving and moving and having fun and got that esoteric knowledge. Oh, everything. Right about now, I am in the driver's seat, and it feels so damn great. It's a celebration. That's why my dancing is a celebration of my life. Sometimes there's some hard stuff, because I gotta let you feel that pain. I gotta let you feel that pain, the struggle. But also there's that grace, you know what I'm saying, which I just uncovered in, you know what, should I make another video? 5 minutes now, keep going. So look, basically, day 3, third night now, I've took the Sassafras, boom, and I'm waiting for this come up, because the last 2 nights were like proper cosmic with the mushrooms, and nothing's really happening. Like, I weren't really getting in the flow, and like nighttime was where it was really, I kind of understood that I was really there to just dance. Like, dance is like the main thing for me. Yeah, there was loads of workshops that I wish I went to, but I just couldn't navigate it. But for me, the nighttime was where it was at. So look, the third night, I took the Sassafras, nothing was really happening. I had high hopes, and as the night was getting on, I was like, I don't want to miss another night. The last 2 nights were epic. So basically I started munching on some mushrooms, like a couple grams. I was waiting, boom. There was this mad woman, I forgot her name, on the stage. It was this proper transcendental, weird, like kind of like, I don't know what kind of music it was, but it was crazy. The energy of the crowd that she had going. But listen, I bumped into my brethren, and he also took the sass, but he had a mad experience. I'm not gonna get into it, but I think I was like, nah bro, I'm not really feeling anything. But after he told me about his experience, I swear down, I was dancing, I was watching the woman on stage, and I swear down, something kicked in, because I started just, my hands, I used to have a thing. Look, I'm gonna break down the stages of dancing, because this process is new to me. Anything that I've learned on the path, I can teach 100%. Virgo, structure, systematic, precision, practicalities, I can teach. Anything I know, I can teach, guaranteed. So as I've been on this journey of dance and movement and liberation of freedom of movement, I've been observing it through the analytical eye. I'm very, I've been observing the structure of it, and I can lay down the structure, and I definitely in the future will help people unlock this, that stagnation, and just like unleash this, this flow, this universal flow that's coming through me, you know what I'm saying, the undeniable force. So basically, where was the point I was getting at? Damn, I lost the point. That's it. Yo, I was in the crowd and I was like, what the? My hands just started doing this mad thing. That was the thing I was gonna say. I've understood on the journey of movement, it first started off me doing like hard, kind of earthy, tribal skanks. And then all of a sudden in this crowd of the sassafras, I had a thing with, I was too scared to like lift my arms up above like my hips. I don't know, I thought it was a bit too feminine, or I just didn't feel comfortable with it. It is what it is. But all of a sudden now I'm in the crowd, and I'm just like, my hands doing the madness. I'm like squatting down, and I'm doing all this mad energy's flowing through me, and I was like, whoa, what is going on? And yeah, that night I must have went to the Shala, meet me in the Shala, inshallah, and the music was popping on my life, absolutely incredible. People in there were so beautiful, watching people dance and live their truest expression. Absolutely incredible. I was doing all this mad stuff. I was going crazy with it. It was absolutely the most beautiful, perfect time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but in that crowd. I was just kind of just doing my own thing. Everyone was just dancing. Everyone was in the zone. It was just fantastic. It was unreal. I'm so grateful I had that experience. But it was funny because after, when the music finished, the sass started cooling off a bit. And I was like, you know what? When I get back to my tent, I'm gonna have a bar of chocolate. And you know me, I stick to the rules, you know what I'm saying? I don't eat outside certain hours, especially not before bed, because my digestion's pretty sensitive. You know, I'm a caffeine baby at heart. And basically I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and have this chocolate. Which chocolate was it? It was that Hue chocolate, the dark chocolate, the vegan one, the cashew butter one. That's the one I had. It was about 3:30. And I swear to God, I got in my tent, and I was just feeling really good. After I unlocked these movements and stuff like that, I was feeling so good about myself. I was sitting there munching the chocolate, and you know what? I wrote this note on my phone. I'm gonna read it one time. So yeah, I was just in the tent, I'm munching on the chocolate, and then I just decided to write this note. Look, absolutely incredible time. So inspired to be, to see, to live, to breathe. Do what makes you feel alive. You have graduated. Your time is now. There is no going back. This was all planned. Greatness is now. Welcome to your new life. Embrace it. From now, things are amazing. You made it. Well done, my brother. You are amazing. I love you. You are so brave. You are so beautiful. I adore you. You emanate something so pure. The world is waiting for you. Grrrah! It's your time to shine. Shine! It's now. Look no further, baby. This is it. Initiation is now. I love you. Yo, I wrote that in my tent, and I swear to God, I just went on my phone and I started watching videos of myself dancing. I made a lot of videos of me dancing recently. I know they're probably not out yet, but they're all in the bank. I'm just kind of making new ones by the day. And I was just sitting there in my tent, just, the chocolate. And I was just feeling so good about myself. Like I said, I was reflecting back on what people said to me that day. People are acknowledging my work. And I was looking at myself and I was like, you know what? I fucking rate you, bro. You're going in. Like, I was like, for the first time in my life, I was like, bro, you are lit. You are lit. I love you. It was the first time in my damn life that I've ever took acknowledgement of myself. I've been broken. I've been under this false restriction, this false stories that I'm unworthy, that I'm the rejected one, I'm the black sheep, that this abandonment, that I can't fit into society, I can't live a normal life, and all this bullshit that's been keeping me stuck for years. And finally, after 32 years, your boy finally acknowledged this fucking power and this beauty and this purity and this flow and this rhythm and this essence and this flavor that is pouring out of me, and this sharp intellect, precision, mercury, all of this stuff. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, wow, for the first time in my life, I acknowledge that I am lit. So, boy, and at this point I was like, you know what? I don't care if there's a come down, because the night I experienced and something that shifted in me, where I actually just like took ownership of the fact of the work that I've been doing and that I've made it through so much shit people wouldn't even believe. People love to hate on me because I'm lit now, but guess what? Life was tough. Life was horrible, and I swear to God, something, the mission kept me going. It was some sort of program that I had to suffer in silence for 32 years, even since I came on the path in 2008. And I've been in the darkness, I've been in the shadows, I've been neglected, oppressed, suppressed, all through the movement, all through the medicine, all through divine timing. Your boy has become a liberated, powerful being, and I'm here to inspire the world, and no one is gonna stop me from bringing the movement and helping people get out of this stuckness and this misled information that's about on the planet. I'm here to shake stuff up. This is my mission. I'm here to inspire people. If I can change, then guess what? You can definitely change. The hole that I was in, people can't even begin to imagine how deep that hole was, and I finally rose up. I came from the dirt. Rah! And I woke up at 10. Guess what? I woke up and I was alright. There was no come down. Your boy was feeling fresh. I wasn't super high energy because I'd only slept like 6 hours, but there was this little Yoga Nidra tent. So if you don't know what Yoga Nidra is basically you just lying there in Shavasana, and basically someone's guiding this kind of, someone's talking, and you kind of go in this state that's in between being awake and being asleep. So yeah, that's Yoga Nidra, really deep relaxation. I've done a lot of it on my teacher training course. I even, when I went back to volunteer, I was leading it because I got that kind of, putting people into a trance and getting my little mystical thing on. I'm really good at that. And so yeah, I'm really familiar with Yoga Nidra. I love Yoga Nidra. Anything that we don't have to be like so active, anything to get me out of my mind. That's why I love dancing so much, because it's the first thing that's really properly got me out of this crazy Mercurial / Uranus kind of mind. Wow, there's a cat over there, a white and black cat. What does that mean? So basically, yeah, throughout this day I went to the lake, and basically I didn't take part in any workshops. I was feeling a bit not super high energy. I wouldn't say that there was a come down, but maybe I'd been a bit burnt out from the immense 3 days thus far. So what did I do? I done 3 Yoga Nidras that day, and I knew that something was leading towards this night that was in front of me. So what happened? I knew that the sassafras had a long onset. It took ages to come in. That's why I ended up taking a lot of mushrooms alongside it. By the way, that combination was excellent. So what happened? At 6:15, I decided, boom, I had some cacao, and I took the sassafras at 6:15, which was quite early. And yeah, it was Mo's and friends in the Shala at the back, where all the magic had happened thus far. Either the Shala or the Sacred Fire, that's where it was at for me. And yeah, I was just in there dancing. Oh, the sassafras began to kick in an hour into it. Yeah, by the way, yes, I copped another 2 sassafras because I didn't find that same mystical guy, and I found someone else, and I bought 2 sassafras, £10 each. So I took one, and yeah, I'm in there, and I'm dancing, and I'm feeling the sassafras come up on me now, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is it. Boom. But like, as the night was going on, and there was more dancing, like maybe like for another hour, I started getting worried in my head. I don't know if it was worry or it was the energies calling me to step it up. But I was like, it's not as cosmic as the night before. You know, the last 3 nights were really like ultra cosmic. So I ended up taking the other sassafras. And the sassafras, it was like, I could feel it in me, but like externally, it wasn't as kind of weird as the night before. Because it did get a bit weird, definitely got a bit weird with the sassafras, which I liked. And so basically what was going on, I was pretty much in the shala most of the night, but my bag was in the back, the corner, the far back, and I kept on going to the back. And I swear to God, I was just sitting there squatting, munching these mushrooms. I had enough mushrooms, and I was just like picking at mushrooms, munching them, because there was a bit of fear that it wasn't going to kick off like the nights before. Like I really wanted this mad energy to come through me via the medicines, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was like taking all these mushrooms and going back into dancing, and now I'm really coming up. And this was Sunday night now, the last night, and it was a bit more quiet because I think some people left because it was Monday the next day, so people had to get back to work. So there's a lot more space to move around the shala. And I was in there, and I swear to God, I was just doing all these new movements, and I was dancing with people and going up to people, and it was a madness. All this crazy energy was coming through me, and I was just like a freak, you know what I'm saying? I was just fucking getting weird and shit like that, just so basically I felt like it was good in there, but I also felt like I'd rinsed it a bit. I felt like I'd been around this whole space, which was massive, too much, and I was like, yeah, not that I was annoying people, but I was really intense. And like, you already know that my eyes and my eye contact, due to a lot of practices that I've done, is powerful, and I'm really looking at you for who you are, you know what I'm saying? If I'm looking at your eyes, I can see through a lot of the layers that you're kind of, you know, you're portraying to the world, you know what I'm saying? So be careful for the eyes, because the eyes see all, you know what I'm saying? Due to a lot of practices that I've been doing, the power is in the gaze, the eye contact, soul to soul. So basically, what did I do? I moved from the shala to the other place, which is called like Wonderment or something like that. And I went there and they had very similar music. And boy, what happened to me here was a absolute madness. When I say my energy was at, I've never experienced anything like it in my life. I was like, I was grooving. I literally couldn't stop. The energy was so intense, so immense. People were coming up to me, complimenting me on my moves, on my energy, on my flow. It was absolutely incredible what was coming. I was just like this complete freak. I'm gonna get to how many mushrooms I think I consumed. Let me just tell you, I think it was about 7 grams of mushrooms along with the 2 sassafras on the full moon night. Now, when people tell me that they've done heroic doses, and some people are like, oh, I've ate 12 grams or 7 grams or 5 grams, you haven't. Because if you'd really done a heroic dose, you would know about it. Your life would have changed completely. And I observed that I was talking with a bit of ego through that, and it's because I've done a lot of heroic doses, and it's not pretty, and it's not nice, and it's dangerous, but it's also very life-changing. Maybe, yeah, under the right circumstances and guidance, it's possible that you could have done that. But man, the experiences that I've had, let's just say they'll stay with me for life, and I'm a bit traumatized, but I've also, a lot has been revealed in these times, and a lot of me has been expanded, not just from mushrooms, but DMT, but yeah, specifically the mushrooms, heroic doses of mushrooms, not to be played with. Will I ever do a heroic dose again? Maybe. I was kind of saying no, but I see that within what's going on in the cosmos and what energies are flowing through me, I may just have to tap into that one more time. So basically, look, I think I've done about 7 Gs. It could have been more, could have been less. It was sporadic throughout the night, along with the 2 grams of the 2 pills of sassafras, the 2 capsules. And as the music shut off now, and I thought it'd last forever because I was completely out of my head. I was just in the flow of just moving and shit like that. Basically, the only place that was open was the sacred fire. So as I've grabbed my bag and I'm walking to the sacred fire, things started to get weird. As the music stopped and I stepped out of all the movement, which was helping me channel this mad energy that was coming through me, things were getting weird. And I've known this before with the mushrooms, that something was going on, or should I say off. And yes, things started to get a bit freaky and a bit weird, and I started losing my sense. I couldn't close my bag, and yo, it was a bit weird, and I knew I had to be by myself. I knew I couldn't see anyone, I couldn't talk to anyone. I knew that I just had to get on the floor somewhere, like most mushroom journeys that I've done. That's why I don't promote doing mushrooms with other people, because it's a real personal thing and you never know what's going to come up and what process needs to be undertaken. A lot of the times for me, I'm rolling on the floor in nature, closing my eyes, going through some mad process. Maybe that doesn't happen to everyone, not everyone is as weird, freaky Aquarian moon like me. So yeah, basically I knew that something was going on, or should I say off. So I made my way to the sacred fire. Luckily I didn't see anyone, and I was like, shit. By the way, it took ages. It felt like it took like half an hour to get there, but it wasn't that long. But things were getting so weird anyways. The energy was powerful at the sacred fire. It was like the last bit of the festival. It was the full moon, the Aquarian full moon, the last night of Medicine Festival. All of the energy that's been building up thus far was all happening at the ceremonial fire. What did I do? I needed to find a bush where no one can see me. Boom, I've got down into this little bush, and I swear down, for I don't know how long it was, but this crazy energy was just coming through me, and it was uncomfortable. And I've been through this stuff before on the mushrooms, on heroic doses, where mad stuff is happening to me, like real sci-fi stuff. See me, I've never watched movies or done anything mainstream. It's because I've lived my own movie. All that conditioning that you receive, it's all, I've never been a part of that, because guess what? Half of the stuff, the ideas that they get, they're actually truths. Where do you think they get these ideas from? The cosmic stuff that's been happening to me behind the scenes is a goddamn movie. And what was happening to me on the floor, look, it doesn't sound glamorous, and some of you would be like, yo, I'll probably never take mushrooms after this happened to him. Why is he even speaking about this? Listen, if you know, you know. Your boy was going through some mad stuff. It was uncomfortable, it was horrible, it was so intense, but past, present, future was all being revealed / confirmed to me. Yeah, because let me tell you something. My first heroic dose of mushrooms in 2018, I was about 3 months in on the path. I decided to go in for the heroic dose. Some things were revealed to me about who I am, who I was, what my journey on earth is. And I thought I was crazy for years, because I kept getting these premonitions about my mission, about being a messenger, about changing the damn world. And I thought I was a psychopath. I thought I had serious mental health issues because I wasn't living that yet. I was still hustling, I was still getting arrested, I was still in my shame, in my guilt, my unworthiness, still going through mad depressions, just but this cosmic side of me was still there. I've been on the path hard for 6 years. Every day I've been putting in the work behind closed doors, when no one around me is doing the same thing. No one around me is seeing the work that I'm doing, but I know that I was being guided and I was conducting all of these experiments, and it's time for me to come out of the woodwork now. I've been in training, and guess what? The stabilizers is off, and I'm coming out to the world, and I'm not scared to show who I am and what I'm here to do, and it's all gonna unfold for me, because guess what? I'm guided. This is my destiny, this is my purpose, this is my mission, to inspire the nation, the world. So basically what happened was, I received a lot of, like I said, it wasn't stuff that was being revealed. Stuff has already been revealed to me. This was confirmation. And why do I say confirmation? Because guess what? All those limiting beliefs, all that lens that I had over me, actually really stepping into my power, that left me. Because guess what? I've now got a new infrastructure of self-belief, self-trust, self-love, self-acceptance. And my mission now has been fully activated. I am the anointed one. I am the initiated one. I am the activated one. Anointed from birth, initiated through the struggles, and activated in that damn bush. Alright? So basically, what happened to me, I'm trying to relay what happened to me when I was in that bush after like 7 G's of mushrooms. And basically, it was revealing to me a lot of situations that I've had hunches on, and it was showing me that I was correct, and it was revealing to me about psychic powers and all this intuition, and that I needed to start trusting myself more. You know, if you meet me, you know I always see stuff through the astrological lens, and more time I'm just gathering data on people. I'm asking them what their sun sign is, their moon, their ascendant, their Mercury, Mars, and I'm observing them, and I'm collecting data, and I'm seeing how they act, and I'm very scientific, blah, blah, blah. But you know why that is? Because I'm naturally been tapping into people's energetic field. I've been tapping into people's field, and the science of astrology backs it up. So this is why I've been really into astrology, because I have this ability that I've known for some time now, this kind of inner knowing about stuff, this inner knowing. So it kind of revealed to me that a lot of the hunches I've had about people, about, yeah, I'm not going to reveal too much because I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, it's time to really start activating these powers that we have. And I say we because I'm not the only one, and inshallah other people have gone through activations. It's not just me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just the only fortunate one out here, because a lot of stuff has been destined, not just about me, but for this time. All prophecies are coming to the forefront. All prophecies are being revealed. The time is now. We are in the age of Aquarius. It's done with the old infrastructure from the age of Pisces, of control, of belief, of religion, all that dead structure. It's now the Aquarian age. Ra, 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 ra. It was revealed that I am on the forefront, on the front line for this kind of war on consciousness that's going on the planet. Because guess what? This 3D, 5D split that I've been hearing about for so long, it's actually amongst us. We are actually in this spiritual warfare at the moment. And those that are asleep, I hate to use that term, but really it is asleep. Like, we've gone past so many hurdles on the path. There's been so many openings, so many gateways. There's been so many opportunities to step into the path and step into your truth and step into your authenticity, but people keep missing. And I thought I was missing out on certain things because I was still tapping into my these lower kind of states. But guess what? Divine timing, the 5D, 3D split. Yes, we operate in the 3D, we live in the 3D, but the fifth dimension is a state of being, is a state of consciousness. It's very liberating, it's a beautiful place to be. But what I'm trying to say is that it's time that we all came together on the planet. Can we put all the nonsense to one side and come together as a collective and look through these kind of, you know, race, color, backgrounds, age, social status, all this kind of stuff. If you're a cosmic being, you're a cosmic being. If you're black in this lifetime, guess what? You was probably white in the last lifetime. Stop holding on to that. We are infinite cosmic beings. Let's just come together, because the split is here. Like I said, the 3D, the 5D, there is still hope for people to change and wake up to the path, or maybe they don't want to. But listen, it's time that we all came together. I've now been activated, so I kind of have to get out of my own way and allow the path to roll out the red carpet on me, because guess what? I'm about to step into my power. Things are unfolding for me in a massive way. I am so grateful that I made it this far and I didn't kill my damn self through those treacherous years that I suffered for. And guess what? It's hard for me because yes, I'm on the come up now. I'm on the rise. I am on the come up. It is official. I'm not shying away from who I am no more. I'm not ashamed of myself no more. I am a powerful, powerful, beautiful, groovy, flavorsome being, you know what I'm saying? And I earned my place to talk that talk. You understand? I earned my place to talk this talk. But what I'm trying to say is, you know what, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't wanna expose too much. I feel like that was, gonna have to sit down and meditate now for a sec. Powerful message, but look, long story short, it's our time. It's our time. There's still more to talk about. Yeah, so look, after that experience, you know what, should I cut the video? Or maybe I could just cut it. Let me just continue. Look, after I had this experience on the bush, which if I wasn't strong and I hadn't taken heroic doses of mushrooms before, I would have probably killed myself. It was uncomfortable, it was fucking weird. Thank God no one saw me, as I would have got sectioned. I was doing the matting on the floor, and I knew I just had to hold it down. I knew I had to hold it down and let this information flow through me about past, present, future, everything, and just allowing it to just reshape my infrastructure and my belief system and all this kind of stuff. I just had to hold on and let the energy die out. And guess what? A massive portal was open, because guess what? The sacred fire was just over there. And how do I know a portal was open? I'm just saying something magical happened around this time, and I think that contributed to why I had such this cosmic rebirth in that same spot, because the energy that was created at that sacred fire on the last night, which was, by the way, the Aquarius full moon. and I'm an Aquarius full moon. So I'm the Aquarius moon. I'm a Aquarius moon in Western astrology. So look, the energy started cooling off. The sacred fire had finally finished. The portal, I think, closed up. And it was like, shit, I need to make it back to my tent. I need to make it back to my tent. I hope no one sees me. I managed to get out the bush. I was moving bookie at this point. I just made it back to my tent. I was hoping my guys weren't outside the tent. I didn't want anyone to see me. I just wanted to get back into my safe space, get in my sleeping bag and wrap up. Luckily, I didn't see anyone on the way back. It's probably about 4 AM now. I got in my tent. I woke up the next day and yeah, things had changed. Things had changed. I just went to go to get some cacao from this little CBD cacao place. And yeah, I met this woman, her name is Lara, shout her out. And yeah, I don't know if I initiated telling her what happened to me or she picked up that I had something to share, because yeah, things had changed. And I kind of told her a bit of what happened to me in that bush. Because I know it didn't sound like much, but trust me, it was out of this world. And I'm not a stranger to out of this world experiences. Yeah, it was a massive build-up basically. Look, I'm gonna tell you why. I told this woman about what happened to me, and she's like, look, I'm here to help people like you on the path, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. She's like, look, she offers this service, blah, blah, blah. It was like kinesiology with some Reiki. I didn't even have enough money on me at the time, but she let me come through anyway because she knew that she needed to help me. I sat there and I'd never done kinesiology before, but she was basically like testing the body and all this kind of stuff. And very quickly she picked up on my digestive issues. And I was like, yeah, I just done a 40-day fast. If you haven't checked that video, check that out. And also just been on the raw diet for 3 weeks. And she was doing all these things with movement, and she was like really just pulling me back in my body after what happened to me the night before, because that was some serious stuff. So she really kind of helped me come back into myself after that mad experience. And yeah, it was amazing. It was beautiful. I really came close to crying. If you know me, I've been trying to cry, not trying to cry. I've been aspiring to cry for a long time since I come on the path, because I know I've been holding on to so much for so many years. That's why, like, thank God for the movement has been allowing me to kind of just free myself of all this hurt and this pain and the stories of all this stuff I've been holding on to. But yeah, this beautiful soul, Lara, done this amazing work on me, kinesiology. I think I'm gonna see her maybe like once a month. And yeah, she done some stuff with the Reiki and stuff like that. And yeah, she kind of set me on my way. But yeah, the advice was to kind of, she kind of encouraged me to, or revealed the next step to get back on the cooked foods. So I kind of put everything together. I was like, okay, so I done this 40-day fast, clearing, detox, different state of consciousness. And then I got on this 3 weeks of the raw food, which has gave me the strength and the build up, all up until this Aquarian full moon. All of that stuff was a prequel. This is what I've worked out in my mind. This is what came to me in my mind, that all of that was a prequel for what I experienced in those bushes on that full moon night, which, guess what, was the Aquarian full moon. My moon is in Aquarius. The mushrooms that I was consuming was grown by someone, my brethren. He's an Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon. And now this kinesiologist woman, Lara, is also an Aquarius sun. So there was a massive Aquarian theme to what was going on. And guess what? We are in the age of Aquarius, which is all about forward thinking. It's all about coming together, humanitarianism, electricity, technology, all that innovative rebellion, revolutionary energy, which is what I embody, which is what I'm here to bring. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out all the Aquarians. You know I'm a Virgo, but Aquarian energy is my favorite energy because it's just outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Leo and Aquarius, they're both opposites. Leo stands out for being the prince, the sun, you know, look at me. But Aquarians, we stand out because we're different, because we don't follow the crowd. You know what I'm saying? We're just that weirdo who's by himself, but he's emanating that, you know what, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? So that's the Aquarian energy. I love Aquarius, I love the electricity, I love Uranus energy. It's really groundbreaking and stuff like that. So yeah, I had this session with her and I left there and I was like, you know what? Yeah, man, I'm gonna get back on the cooked foods. I'm gonna get back on the cooked foods. I probably need to kind of come back down to earth after what I experienced. 19 minutes, madness. Definitely gonna cut this video down. So basically, yeah, I got back, I saw, you know, the people that I was camping with, and I told them, I tried to explain a bit about my experience. I don't think anyone can fully comprehend, and I don't ever think that this video done it justice, but yep, life will never be the same again. My medicine festival experience really transformed my life. It was absolutely incredible. We left there as a group, we went to this local pub, and I smoked a spliff, because I wasn't that hungry and I knew I'd be having cooked food, so I was like, you know what, let me treat myself. And what was the first cooked food I had in 60, 90 days? Guess what I had? Good old British chips, and some ketchup. And the sweet corn soup, which wasn't what I expected. It kind of came thick like dal, but you know what? It was alright, it was beautiful. I could have ate a lot more. There's the texture of the fries and the warmth and the crispiness. It was beautiful, but yeah, who would have thought it, not eating for that long and having chips? That's a real Brit right there. So, and then yeah, I left. So yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell what happened to me. Like I said, anointed, initiated, activated. There's no going back right now. I'm on a roll. I am aware that, you know, Leo season's just finished, and that was all, you know, I keep telling people the Lionsgate portal, something that I've observed in the last few years is the most potent time of the year. However, the seasons are changing, you know what I'm saying? By the way, also, to add on top of all of that madness, it's my 33rd birthday coming up. Like, 20th of September, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. 20th of September, late Virgo, you know what I'm saying, the Virgo Prince. It's my 33rd birthday, so the activation is here, the master teacher. So, yeah. Look, let me just recap. Medicine Festival, in hindsight, I wish you know, the experience was perfect as it was, but in hindsight, I would have studied the timetable to make sure I made full advantage of what workshops were on and what kind of music artists I wanted to see. Like you guys know, if you don't know, dancing is all new to me. All of this movement is all new to me, so I don't know any DJs. I would have made sure that I would have went to more workshops. I would have brought a bigger tent. I would have dressed more flavoursome and, you know, made more of an effort to express myself. But other than that, yeah, man, it was absolutely beautiful. I heard that they're not running it next year, but I think as a collective, if we come together and, you know, like, we can create that they're gonna put it back on, because guess what? For the collective, for the new earthers to come together, it was a potent time for the planet and the conscious evolution. And who knows, all of the energies that people created all came to me while I was in that bush. Energy from the sacred fire came in me in a ceremonial way, and your boy is fully activated, and there's no stopping me on this mission to uplift and inform and activate my fellow beings on this planet, because we have been misled from birth. We've been lied to, but guess what? It's now time, baby. All truths are being revealed. It's time to step into your authentic self. No more time on the falseness, on the comparison. You are you, be you. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll see you on the next video. If you haven't got me on Instagram, check out my Instagram. That's where you can find me. That's where I'm most active. I do believe I'm gonna be creating a TikTok page to post all my dancing and all my esoteric knowledge. So yeah, shout out all the people that supported me. And also, yeah, there's those haters out there. Guess what? If you're already hating on me, guess what? You're gonna hate even more, because now, guess what? I know I'm lit. I know I'm lit, there's no stopping me, so guess what? That comes with a lot of hate, but I'm welcome to that, because guess what? When you love yourself, you truly don't care what other people think. And I cared for so long how I was being perceived, and I was scared to express myself, but guess what? I know I'm lit. I validated my own self, and there's no going back. I'm just gonna become more stronger, more beautiful, more powerful, more esoteric, more flavoursome. So yeah, let me leave it at that, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.